Hi everyone. Today my presentation is Criminal Justice 101, and our focal point is on the American court system, which choose Minnesota to be precise. So let me give you the duty of the court process involved in Minnesota. So one, we have arrest and charging. Two, we have first appearance. Three, we have bail of hearing. Four, we have omnibus hearing. Five, we have pre-trial motions. Six, we have jury trial. Seven, we have sentencing. And eight, appeal. So with all the outline here, today I'm going to be using a case study to show you each of these steps that involve with the criminal court process in Minnesota. So our case study, say, as a probational officer on your first solo patrol, you respond to a bar disturbance where Lieutenant Thompson uses excessive force on an intoxicated man, Scott Sampson. Lieutenant Thompson is charged with felony battery and misconduct following an investigation. Now you must decide how to respond. So this is a summary of our case study, and this is what we're going to use with the process involved in Minnesota uh, criminal court process. Let's get started. So for our case study, Lieutenant Thompson will be taken to custody by the law enforcement. Number one. Number two, he will be charged with felony battery and misconduct in public office. Number three, his right will be read, which is Meridant warning. Number four, we will process his booking, which will include fingerprint and marshal. And then we come to first appearance. The first appearance will be initial court appearance within 24 to 48 hours of arrest. And then the judge will inform Lieutenant Thompson of charges and right. He will also set up bail of condition or release. And four, will also appoint a public defender if necessary for Lieutenant Thompson. So we will have bail hearing. During the bail hearing, the judge will determine bail amount or condition of release. Number two, Lieutenant Thompson may be released on bail or held in custody if the bail is not accepted. So number three, bail condition may include no contact with victim or witnesses. And then we come to omnibus hearing. Omnibus hearing is where the prosecution and defense review evidence and witnesses. So the judge will determine if probable cause exists to proceed to trial. And then again, if probable cause is found, the case will proceed to trial. And then we come to pre-trial motions. Pre-trial motion is where the prosecution and defense file motion to resolve issue before trial. And that would come in case, if I said it right, where he will have plea bargaining, in the process of anything there. The number two would be the judge will be on the motion, such as suppressing evidence or dismissing charges. And then we have jury trial. The jury trial is where prosecutions present case against Lieutenant Thompson. Two, The defense presents a case too as well. And then 3, the jury deliver verdict if guilty or not guilty. And then we come to sentencing. Sentencing is where the judge will determine sentence if Lieutenant Thompson is found guilty. And then he will be sentenced, which will include fine, imprisonment, or other penalty. And then we come to appeal. Appeal is when Lieutenant Thompson made appeal the conversion of sentence to a higher court. 2, appellate court review case for error in law or procedure. And then we come to the potential consequences. The potential consequences for Lieutenant Thompson will involve in termination from the police department. And now we have to do with civil liability lawsuit, criminal liability, that will be fine and imprisonment, loss of reputation and credibility. Now, to respond to Lieutenant Thompson's use of force as an officer, what I would do, or what the officer should do in case of this matter, is to report the incident to the supervisor. 1, cooperate with internal affair investigation. 2, testify truthfully in court. 3, 4, uphold an ethical obligation as a police officer. Then document the incident, seek support if needed, review department policy on the use of force, and report incident. So this is how I bring you all to lay the criminal code process in Minnesota that involves these steps with our case study. So at this point, I would like to say thank you. Thank you all for listening.